Sun Paws. Oh, that's nice. The dahlias were very good last year, and somebody came by who was a professional and said, wow, those are really great dahlias. But this year we went to Morocco, so I knew that I wasn't going to focus on gardening, and I just put in a few. And there's been very few flowers, and it's been kind of disappointing. But I'm kind of, I mean, I love flowers, but I don't think I really want to spend that much time.
Well, I got fixated now that the season's about over with the butterfly.
The season's actually not...
It's not over for the butterfly bush?
No, about 2 more months.
Okay, so hopefully I can get some good footage of... what about the insect population?
It's got about 2 months left.
In 2 months it'll be over?
Maybe a month. About a month, really.
Okay, so what's the likelihood that we would even see a butterfly?
Well, pretty high.
Okay, September 11th.
I mean, it stays warm. It can be warm up to November 10th.
Mm-hmm.
Now with global warming, you can have season up to November 10th.
Would you say global warming?
Yeah, it's pushed the... It used to be that it would freeze by about November 1st, but now it's not necessarily the case. They have a huge storm. Did you hear about that one coming to hit South Carolina?
Oh, and what kind of storm is this going to be?
A hurricane. So I think I kind of feel that it just kind of be a good thing if it just douses them so that they kind of wake up. So if you have Harvey, and that was last year, right? And then you have Florence this year, it's going to kind of get people thinking. So, no matter how fast you try in a car, you end up going 22 miles an hour on average. It's amazing.
So, ironically, there are Indians in the vehicle next to us.
They're Indians?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that ironic?
No, not from India.
They're not from India?
No, he is...
They are Chief Want to Move?
Okay.
Chief Want to Move. Chief, give me my land back. Do they have a bow and arrow rack in the car?
It never amazes me with white humor. You've taken everything, and yet you still find the time to just kind of, here's a cupcake, okay? This is what we're going to give you in exchange for all your land, and then you take your finger across the cupcake, put your finger in your mouth, and say, how? You know, that's you.
Oh, did you see the turquoise hubcaps?
You know how heavy that would be? That'd be really heavy. If you could detail a vehicle with turquoise. Just gave me a fucking idea. You know, I always want to design a car.
I think that...
I used to try in grade school to draw vehicles. I got so obsessed with it.
There's that crazy neighbor. That's the crazy neighbor.
Well, it's Kettering.
No, but that was the guy that,
moved out.
Yeah. That was
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
He was crazy. Didn't he try to kill you?
Well, he made gestures. He talked about it.
Right.
And then he got mad at somebody else. Oh, that was the neighbor.
Oh, he was a runner. I noticed these runners are...
Often, they're trying to run off their anxiety.
They're psychotic.
Psychotic's a very loose term.
I mean, you see, you have... Who's the... Bruce Jenner, total global... when the globalists go after their own. So the globalists said, let's just take Bruce Jenner. a fucking runner, an athlete, put him in the whore of Babylon's mansion and see what happens. As an experiment. And what did he do? He said, I want to be like them. Literally got broke down by the Arabs. So runners are not always like, although we all admire them, a lot of them are mean.
A lot of really, most people who are powerful tend to get fat. So the powerful, mean people are generally fat.
Okay, so anyway,
Trump's fat.
Trump is getting fatter, and it's like someone's telling him, you know, going into the kitchen and saying, just make it as low calorie as you can. When you think he's going to ask for a third helping, you're missing. Like, he has to sit there and wait.
That could be the thing that's in Woodward's book. You know, they tried to take somebody. That would be a really good parody, and I'm sure they've done it. That somebody tried to take a Twinkie off his plate when he wasn't looking. His aides took.
But you know, the first lady has no ass, so she's the opposite. She's like, she speaks 6 languages. She's beautiful. She's European. She's not like these hacks in the States. Have you noticed, like, all the European women are prettier than the women here?
No.
It's, you know, like, you walk through the suburbs, you're like, wow, you not only have no style, no grace, you're not that attractive.
Stop, you're complaining.
Horrible. That was horrible.
Just
anyway,
stop. You got a lot of energy. Stop dissing people.
You're defensive of the suburbs.
Marilyn, I just don't want to hear constant.
You insulted Trump.
Yes, I did. I said he's fat.
Yeah, so I took a shot at the suburbs. I said they're not that attractive.
I didn't go for the whole suburbs. I said one guy's getting.
He's the president.
Wait. You talked about. Here's how it happened. You saying that skinny people are mean. I said
runners.
Right, and I said
runners.
That the meanest people are fat, and I said
thought that fat people were jolly.
In politics, they get fat.
3 ahead, 2 white pickup trucks, and 1 compact white vehicle in front. So we're going to the craft store.
We'll get a couple of birds if they're decent for a meal. They're kind of cute.
They're ceramic birds that cost $1, and you could put a post-it note or an image, a postcard on this little wire prong, and it's just cute. And so, yeah, it's 1 bird, and he says, and this is so sweet, I think you need a flock. And I said, a flock.
Oh, fucking flock.
Yeah. So we're going to get 2 more birds. That will be $2.
Yeah.
It'll bring me at least $500 worth of joy at the cost of $3. And I'm crocheting my yearly. Every year I crochet. This is a targeted individual. Like, this is how scary we are. Okay. Every year I crochet a scarf. This one, I'm so depressed. Oh, okay, now we got 4 white vehicles ahead. Okay, and an X formation, 2 compact cars to the left.
Look, there's
3 white vehicles to the right. You don't see it. Yeah. And here we go.
Look, I see blue lights ahead. It's a blue light special.
Isn't that a song? It's a midnight special. Shine your light on me. If you're a remote monitoring victim, you're like the TI that is totally hooked up to the computer. If you imagine a song, you can hear it.
Marilyn, didn't your mother tell you that you talked too much even when you were a child?
Yes.
So all that's happened is the talking too much used to be about pleasant things, and now it's just about neuromonitoring. You've always been just totally talking all the time. So why don't you start talking about more pleasant things? I'm sure you weren't talking all the negative things when you were a child.
about the butterfly tree, the butterfly bush.
Well, it's putting on new flowers. Today I cut back the blackberry bushes, even though that's not good for fruit. I just don't want the. I should have turned away. We're in the midst of something we shouldn't be in the midst of. Why didn't I know this was going to happen? See, that guy's turning around. Yes, it's going to be okay. He knows the secret passage. Day art. Oh my God, is that the that is the Art Institute guy. That's the Art Institute guy. Marilyn?
Mm-hmm. What Art Institute?
That guy that went up there like he was real and powerful.
Mm-hmm.
He's the head of the Art Institute. He's a fag.
Okay. So
what?
Just real quick, there's apartments on the left. I see a black woman, and I see a yellow dress and a shirt, and she looks kind of African, and I thought, oh, that's cool. And I look at her because I didn't expect to see that. And she touches her nose.
Oh my God, somebody's touched their nose. You know what? If you just make a law that you're not allowed to touch your nose.
Then she looks directly at me and him and smirks.
You know what? You said on the left, but you really mean on the right.
Oh, right. Sorry, it was the right.
I mean, how can you be trusted when you can't get your left and right correct? That means we have to turn around? I can't bear this. I just can't bear it.
I'm crocheting.
He doesn't want to turn around. I don't think I want to turn. I guess I have to turn. This guy, who knows? I mean, what's going to happen? I don't know. What's he telling me? I think they're going to let some people through. This guy's saying, why don't you tell this guy what you think of black people?
Not now, I'm doing a recording. It's because I have black remote neural monitoring and it's making me really antagonistic.
He looks pleasant.
Yeah, most of the police in Dayton aren't very aggressive. They're kind of like...
He's Miami Township police.
Well, Miami, whatever. You know, there's not a lot of crime. It's not like, you know, South Central.
They're going to let people through, maybe. They're not organizing this really well.
He's chubby. His wife is cooking too much food.
We got to go to the head of the line because everybody else was turning around. Isn't that cool? See, they're going to let us through because he would tell that guy to turn around if he wasn't. And then we get to see what happened. What do you think happened? Do you think it's a stalker got hit? A TI got... Oh, this is a black person trying to get ahead. Now look, he's saying, I'm black. I'm just going to go through here. And you can't go through here, black person. You got a Cadillac, but you ain't going through. You got to sing and dance. Eat some watermelon, and then you get to go through. There's another black person. They just like... That is so black, right? So black.
She's barely black.
Barely black. But she's doing the black thing, just going to the front of the line.
Well, look what she's driving.
Pretending like she's all that much. When the real people...
You're feeling trapped.
Oh.
You're getting a little agitated. Okay.
No,
what about all the positive?
I think
there's a traffic accident.
I think I want to see it. I'm positive. I think it's going to be interesting.
This is a good way to see people in their cars when you're targeted. You sit at home a lot and you don't get to see people. in a traffic accident, you can see their faces clearly as they slowly try to...
Watch if someone touches their nose, they could get sighted.
Let's see how many are perked.
Look, he's touched his nose. He touched his nose.
He's not one.
He touched his nose. I saw it.
Stop making fun.
I saw him touch his
If you
nose.
see someone touch their nose 2,000 times in half a year, you don't think that that's strange? Right. And it's not like, oh, it itches.
Like this?
No, it's like this. This.
Okay.
They do this. Watch. Look.
Okay, I do that too.
And then I'll do this.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
Black person, turn around. You're not going nowhere. Black person, turn around. You're not going nowhere. You got something in your nose, and I don't care.
Okay, Kirk, you gotta turn around.
Shh, he hasn't said yet. He would wave the people around.
Well, she already did it.
He's telling her, go park, and then otherwise...
Like I tell the remote neural monitoring every second of the day, go away. You're not wanted in my brain.
Look, that lady can barely drive.
She's barely black and she can barely drive.
Do you want me to yell at nigger?
She's a young mother who's mad. Now we have Shaniqua. That was horrible. Did I actually say that? Oh, this is like a black strip right here. I haven't seen this many black people. That makes me paranoid.